Hello, hi everyone. Hello, hi. Let's begin the festivities tonight by attempting to improve the appearance of this chat window. We're gonna um we're gonna do some live CSS here. I do notice, thanks to some other changes I made, that Clive's ears are in the way, and that's a problem. But do you see how it says top chat up there? Now that's nothing. That can't happen. Um, in order to make room for his ears, we need to get that out of there. So let's go in and edit some CSS. Display none. Now I know this isn't going to do the whole job, but in fact it didn't do shit. Hmm. Refresh cache of current page. No, that's oh whoops. I did an ID instead of a class. There we go. Well, 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 folks, that didn't do it. That made it much worse. Okay, let's try this. Okay, now that loses the damn. Well, that's interesting. Wait a minute. Actually, wait. Why doesn't that work? It works when I test it in a browser. Hang on, let me take a look at this. YT live chat renderer. Let's try this one more time. What? Why is it like that? Hang on, let me go to interact mode. Nope. Hmm. 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 I'm not sure why that's happening. Here, let's do max height 0 pix instead of display none. What does that do? Well, that's not it either, folks. What about if we do 100 pix? Okay. So then 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 the question is, what the hell? Okay, span YT live. All right, yeah, I'll try it. I'll try that. Seriously, I'll give it a shot. Just gonna obliterate. That didn't work. Now, see, you're doing live chat header renderer, but when I target that, it doesn't work at all. And in fact, yeah, this is weird. What if I do nth child 0? Yeah, it still doesn't work. You see, now I could just crop it, right? That's what I was doing, but it always looked awkward. And I don't really understand why that's not working. Here, I'm just going to Google it. Hide top chat. Sorry, hide YouTube top chat OBS. Any way to hide this chat box message? Did you ever figure this out? Oh boy, I'm screwed. Oh boy, I'm screwed. That's not happening. This is really weird. I don't actually know why. I don't actually know why this isn't working. They're doing some weird nonsense with like the Z order, and yeah, I think the problem. Well, it's weird because all the chat messages are not actually children of the chat dash messages div ID. I don't know why that is. It's really weird. Gosh, that's strange. Yeah, browser source is being funky. I'm going to go ahead and, I will say, the one thing that occurs to me about this is that I am testing in Firefox, and dollars to donuts, it's using Chromium for the embedded viewer. So I'll bet that's got something to do with it. And so indeed, if I go up here and chat messages, if I do a display none in a Chromium browser, oh, yep, sure enough, that breaks it. So for some reason, there's a difference in the way that Chromium renders this page. Is everyone having a good time? Is everyone having a blast right now? I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Okay, 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 okay. And it does seem. Whoa. Huh. It does seem like there is an... Oh, here we go. That should do it. Now, so they're using a custom tag name. So all I should have to do, display none. Hey, that fixed it. What the hell? Why did that work? Okay, I have no idea why that worked, but we good. All right. I don't know why that worked. You know, I wonder if, God, I wonder if it's actually serving up different code depending on which browser you're on. You know? Would that shock anyone? Wouldn't shock me. All right, and then the final thing is, you see that irritating message there? It says don't put your credit card number in chat. Can we get rid of that? Oh, look at that. We still have a little bit. Well, the problem is, like, yes, I could drag it up in OBS, but it looks pretty good right now. It's got, like, these nice rounded borders and whatnot, and I want to keep it that way. So, now, what's interesting here, there's still that little gray... Oh, I see. I didn't go quite high enough. So, item list renderer. We're almost done. We're almost done, everyone. You don't have to leave. YT live chat text message. Item list renderer. Okay, yeah. So I think we just want to replace this here, and then that little gray box should disappear. YT live chat item list renderer. No, that didn't do it. That unfortunately did not do it. Okay. YT live chat viewer engagement message renderer. Let's kill that class. Are we having a good time, folks? Are we living for this? You know what? I'm gonna let it win. I'm gonna let that one be where it ends. And there we go. And see, now everything fits, and Clive's ears aren't in the way, and they can swing in the breeze. Problem solved. Problem solved. We did it. Now, I will talk more about programming later, unfortunately. I'm very sorry about this. There's nothing that can be done about it. But first, we're gonna play a video game. This is Darker. It's a Psygnosis joint for DUS. And this is a game I mentioned last stream. It is one of the weirdest games I've ever seen in my life. Is it good? Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Is it a good idea? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But is it interesting? Yes. So run this game. So this is a Psygnosis joint, but they just published it. I think it was made by a company that never made any other games. And there's some kind of story going on here. I don't know most of it, but it's something about how your planet is, you're on a planet that's where one side is always dark and all the light is on the other, and you live on the dark side, and the guys from the light side have decided they want to come over and colonize the dark side, I guess. And so they have all these spaceships and aircraft, and you don't. All you have are these crappy little local shuttles, and so you got to go fight them and defend your territory. But all you have is this broken down ass, terrible ass shuttle, and that in itself, that kind of sounds cool, right? But the way they decided to play this is unlike any other game I've ever seen. All right. I'm going to put a pin in traffic department. I need to talk about traffic department. So this is how you start, and you just sit here, dead silence, and to start going, you have to press enter. Now, why would there be no sound? Now, oh, because I turned the sound down. There we go. Okay, so we're flying, right? Okay, but let me show you something. Do you see in the dead center there? We've got this little speedometer, and oh, would you look at that? We just went way up all of a sudden, but I didn't do anything. I didn't increase my throttle or anything. Let's fly over this way. Okay, let's just point, dead center, and that's interesting. We seem to be going down. This is on DOS actually. This is a PC game, Microsoft disk operating system game. Uh, we're not really staying at the same altitude. We're sinking actually. Pull up. That sort of helped, but we're still kind of not going up too much. And if I pull up, I start stalling immediately. But if I get near to this thing, you can see a little speedometer goes up a little bit, and we got a little more power. And we get near to this thing. Oh, now we're going. So yeah, this little shuttle that we have here has no power plant. It has no generator. All it has is like some capacitors. And these are wireless energy towers, I guess. I don't know the exact lore here, but basically, we don't have an engine. We don't have a power source. We just have an engine that runs off of like stored energy. And so you'll see in the just down and to the left of the little speedometer thing, which shows us how much energy we're receiving and thus how much energy our engine is putting out. You'll see that we have another meter there, and that meter shows how many boosts we have. So if I hit this, we do get a little burst of power. And as you can see, that's charging back up because we're near these towers. But if you get far away from the towers and you spend all your boosts, you'll just start falling out of the air. And this is a combat flight simulator. Like, you're encumbered with all of this horrible shit. And this is a combat flight simulator. And so this guy here is an invading enemy. And we're supposed to kill his ass. If I can find the damn button for it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, the missiles in this make Jetsons noises for some reason. I don't know why that is. But so I just flew by that guy. I'm pretty sure he was an enemy. I believe he was an enemy. Although he's not shooting at me, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's a friendly. Maybe I should leave him alone. This game is not very good. It has a lot of problems. One of the problems with it is that you don't really get told where you're supposed to go and what you're supposed to do. Okay, I'm getting like a radio locator off of this red tower here, but I have no idea why. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that information. I don't know if you can tell, but it was sort of moving around me. Anyway, so apparently you get told in the briefing that you're supposed to go over to like the factory district or something, but you don't have a map. Maybe there was one in the manual. I don't know. I've never seen a manual for this. You don't get a map, and there's no like compass indicator or anything, and you're just here, and everything is quiet and dark. You know, I think that is an enemy because he seems to be following me. So let's come around and blow this guy up as best we can. Whoops. Which is really, really hard because you can't really change speed, and you can't match speed, and like this guy is just immediately. There we go. Oh yeah, you love the bubbles, the magic carpet ass bubbles. There we go. Okay. Well, I don't know if it was the right thing to do, but I did kill him. I don't think he was a friendly. And that's the game. And like pretty much. Yeah, I do have to agree that there were other games in 1995 for the PC that were, well, I guess it depends how you define good. I guess it depends, what your criteria are, because there weren't a lot of games. I will say I don't know that this would have run this well on any contemporary machine. But also, Doom wasn't using polygonal graphics. The state of polygonal graphics in '95 was pretty bad. So that much I don't dispute. We could nitpick back and forth, but and like Magic Carpet and Descent were both using rendering tricks, whereas this is actual polygonal graphics. This is just plain old rasterized 3D. So the Garou shading and the flat shading are really well, really well applied. The gradients, the color palette they chose is extremely moody and atmospheric, and it's just. Yeah, I mean, did Fury 3 really come out in? Oh, right, yeah, because it was a pack-in, not a pack-in game, but it was basically a demo game for not DirectX, right? Wasn't it? Was it DirectX? I don't remember if it was DirectX or just like WinG or something. Anyway, this game is unfinished. Like, that's my take on it. It's basically just unfinished. Um, it needed more time in the oven. It needed to be more of a game. And unfortunately, because it isn't, there really isn't a whole lot to say about it beyond what you've seen. I believe you've seen the entire game at this point. Like, I do more of the same, but it's pretty much this. Now, that's still pretty fucking sick. Like, it's pretty dope. Just vibing here. And again, this is another one of those games that like I had when I was a kid, and I didn't know what the fuck was going on, and it like really affected me. I've never stopped thinking about this game, and I've never heard anybody else talk about this game. And that's the PC for you, baby. Like, that's just the way that it is. You're almost guaranteed, if you played a lot of like PC shareware games, you're almost guaranteed to have some sort of brain worm, something that just won't leave you the fuck alone. Because you're always wondering, like, what was the deal with that? What was that all about? Why was it like that? And I mean, look at what a hard time I'm having just doing the basic tasks this game wants me to do. There's no combat flight simulator that's anything like this. It's so slow. It's so ponderous. It's so, you're having like, this is like how battleships fight, right? Oh, hey, I can return to base. So, I actually get like a mission complete message, right? And I'm told that I can return to base. Where's that? I have no idea where base is. Absolutely no idea. I did just notice there's this thing in the lower left. Oh, no, that's some sort of countdown. I have no idea what that is. I should probably try and find a manual for this game. I want a boxed copy of this game, if I'm perfectly frank. But yeah, so it says I can return to base, but I don't really know where base is or how to find it. I have no idea why that radio locator is there. Is that supposed to tell me where base is? I'm not really sure. Um, and for that matter, I don't know that I actually know how to land. Oh, for some reason you can turn off your engine. I don't know why, but that little bunk bunk, that was me turning off my engine by accident and turning it back on. And like, I don't know what this gets you. Oh, and there are external cameras, by the way, so this is what my ship looks like. And there's actually quite a few external camera modes, so we can get the unlocked experience, we can get the no cockpit experience, then we can get, yeah, that's right. This really gives you an idea just how jank this thing is. You can see that it's just constantly in a state of stall. It's just lumbering through the air, barely making it. You see how unairworthy this thing is? It's wonderful. It's just absolutely delightful to have a oh, that's right. There's a missile camera if I can remember how to do it. It's absolutely fascinating to play a game. There we go. It's absolutely fascinating to play a game where the developers just decided to give you a broken vehicle. This thing just doesn't work. The game's unfinished, the plane's unfinished. And I mean, to a certain extent, things like this just, it almost feels like a proof of concept, and maybe it is. I don't know. But I've never stopped thinking about it, and now you won't either. Later on, you get upgraded weapons, but, who cares? Press escape to continue or Q to quit. I have no idea how to get back to, base. How do I get back to base? Wait a minute. Oh, that's right. There's a sort of an autopilot. I forgot about that. Yeah, I hit... Was it A? Yeah. I don't know exactly what this does. Maybe it's just auto-leveling? Yeah, I think it's just auto-leveling. Yeah. And that's what I know about this game. And I think if I... Yeah, I think... Game 2, Level 1... I think... Yeah, no, I didn't finish it. And yeah, I don't know what to do now. What an absolutely fascinating game, right? It's just like I said, I never stopped thinking about it. It is It is absolutely captivating. Real quick, before we move on from this, I'm just going to go hit YouTube. See if anybody else has played through this game. I'm just going to check real quick, see, does it go anywhere? Here's somebody doing a quick look. Okay, that don't count. Here, oh, here we go. Here is a long play, missions 1 through 30. Let me just flip through these and see, do they ever change? No, it looks like it's just the same thing over and over and over and over and over. Yeah, I'm flipped. This is like a 3.5 hour video, and every part of it just looks identical. And yeah, it looks like you actually are required to land your craft manually. Although, you know what? Let's get back in, because now I understand how to identify the landing bay. Oh, that just takes you back to like the list of saved games. When you press S. Okay, so we pull up here a little bit, and then if we come around. Okay, so come on. There we go. That is the hangar. Let's just see. Can we land, or do we have to finish the mission first? We have to finish the mission first. Love the explosions. Okay. Oh yeah, and then you get these little like quotations from fictional legends after the mission. It feels like they wanted to do something here, right? It really feels like they had something in mind. Okay, so we're going to do a mission or two here. Now that I know how to land, we'll see if we can land. And you'll notice at the beginning that you don't have any boosts, just the one that gets you out of the garage. And then you've got to specifically go over and hit up a tower in order to get some more. But you really have to deliberately hover around it, because you only really get one unless you really give it some time. So like that's a mechanic, you know. So let's use this to get over here. Ooh, wow, got some vertigo off that. Oof. And now I'm completely turned around. I have no idea how to get back to base. So let's actually do that first. Let's see if we can find our headquarters, because otherwise this whole thing's pointless. Oh wait, oh shit, there's coordinates. I just realized that. Do you see above the little radar in the lower left, there's actually a little coordinate indicator? So, okay, so we're actually heading to 1306. That's how we get home. Cool. So now we just have to find the one other enemy that we need to kill. And this, again, I have absolutely no idea how you're supposed to do that. I don't think that there's any long-range map or anything. So you're just basically supposed to fly around idly and hope that you see a red pip on your radar. You know, I don't think that there's any long distance detection or compass or anything like that. And I guess I think the spawn locations are all fixed in the few missions that I've seen of this game. Certainly the craft all appear to show up at the same spot in this first mission. So I suspect I could actually go check like the YouTube video and figure out exactly which coordinates to go to. It would probably take longer to do that than just find the ship. So let's just cruise around. As long as we're bouncing from tower to tower, we can take advantage of our boosts. And those get slowly charged up by the little towers as well. So when you're just sort of cruising around, you slowly build them up. So as long as you can stay in the air, you usually have a boost or two available at any given moment. Although, as you saw from the little bit of combat we did earlier, and I don't know if this gets more exciting later, but oh wait, that's another hangar. Oh, interesting. Okay, well it's a good thing I made note of the coordinates then, because otherwise I probably would have tried to land at that one. Oh, there's terrain out here. I didn't know that. I would love a dump of this entire city. I would love a 3D map of the whole place. There was a red dot around where you're circling. Oh, did I? Wait, well I didn't hear anything. This game is just so damn moody. And like this was Psygnosis's bread and butter, which is funny because they didn't develop a lot of games. They were mostly a publisher. the games they developed definitely had, a feel to them, but it seems to me like they selectively picked up games based on whether they also had that feel. And I wonder if like developers were um, deliberately designing games that had that feel because Psygnosis was a prestige publisher at this time. I mean, you're talking about the. What I just realized? What is this meter to the left of the radar indicating? Because I just realized that's going down. Wait, is that altitude? No, it's not. Oh, maybe it is. Yeah, that's altitude. Okay. Damn. I was hoping for a second that I discovered a damn radar that would show me where the guy is, but oh man. Okay, I think we're too far away from home base. I don't think the guy is this far out. So let's see if we can figure out which way these coordinates go. Okay, now we're counting up. Yeah, I guess that's a point, right? That probably. Yeah, I wonder if Psygnosis was actually connecting people with artists, and maybe that's why they had such a consistent look. Oh, okay, there's the guy. Okay, yeah, so I just missed him. Oh, also, somebody earlier asked if I checked this time to see if OBS was recording. Yes, I did. Thank you. But I only checked because you asked, so I appreciate it. Fucking Jetsons noises are so weird. Oh, I got too far away from a light tower and just started falling straight out of the sky right there, if you noticed that. Like, the idea of building a combat flight simulator where you're encumbered in this way just fascinates me. Just fascinates me. It's already hard enough, to play like a TIE fighter or whatever. It's already hard enough just to get a bead on a guy that you're chasing. To add on top of that the fact that your vehicle is not reliable is just unheard of in game design. Like, nobody does that. It's not done. And for very good reason, right? Like, obviously there's a lot of accessibility slash, enjoyability issues with, putting this kind of limitation on the player. But texturally, God, it's good. Okay, so theoretically we can land now. This should open when we get up. Oh, there we go. It lit up, so I think we're good. Oh, yep, we're on the glide path. It's gliding me in automatically. Look at all this detail. That's so good. That's so good. I guess your character's named Holly, which is funny because I filled in a name, so they could have popped that into the text. Anyway, I think this game is European as hell, especially given the slightly broken English. Wait, we've got FMV? Oh my god, we've got terrible FMV. I guess that was us getting into our plane. Wow. Okay, and it seems we consistently launch from the same hangar. And again, like, we're told, go to this place, they'll be there, but we don't know where that place is, and I don't think the game came with a map, though I guess I could be wrong. Let's check real quick. There we go. The pause key actually works to pause. All right, let's darker Psygnosis manual PDF. Yeah, no, this is not coming up with anything. I'm going to have to buy a copy of this game in order to get the damn manual. Oh, oh, wait, oh, shit. Someone scanned the, so there actually is a pack-in map. Holy hell, look at that. All right, okay, let's get this on screen here. Whoa. Oh, I gotta adjust the bounding box on this thing. Please hold. There we go. Oh, I see what I fucked up. Boop. OBS, baby. They call it OBS because it's always very simple. Okay. Wow. we got some names here. Black Raven, I think my camera just disconnected there. Hang on a second. Oh, yeah, it did. I've been having issues lately with my camera disconnecting whenever I stand up from my chair because hang on, toggle face tracking on and off. All right, one moment. Face tracking. There it is. Okay, did that do it? Sir? I have to exit and restart this. Clive crashed. I apologize. I regret to inform you, Clive crashed. So yeah, exactly. Pardon me. Distracted. Okay, let's start that. Oh, he's big. Oh. It'll pick up in a second. Hello. Come on, sir. Clive is having problems. Okay, face tracking's on. Why is this not working? Does that work? No, that doesn't work. Okay, let's set this back. Sir? Hello? Yeah, so the deal is that God, this is funny. The deal is that every time I stand up from my chair, the pneumatic piston generates a big burst of static electricity, and this has a tendency to reset my monitor, but also apparently can reset my my camera connection, which is a new thing. It didn't used to do that. Though, I've been experimenting. You may have noticed that I rebuilt my my stream layout since the last time I streamed. I wanted to adjust a couple of things, particularly because I had some new. I have a dynamic now playing message, which took a lot of work to implement. But I also added some filters to various things, and it didn't occur to me that I could probably apply them to Clive. So let's see if that's true. I'm gonna put Clive has a drop shadow now. Hold up, this is sick. Please hold. Does he need the stroke? Oh, yeah, I think actually the stroke is good. Oh, yeah, there we go. Let's make that stroke brighter. That's too... Oh, actually, maybe I like that. Maybe I do like that. But let's try it the other way around. Let's give him the... Oh, no, yeah, that's not his look. Let's go for a... Is that anything? Let's go over and adjust the shadow. Let's give him just like this big bright shadow, and then blur, and we'll pull the intensity down, and then just make him glow like that. There we go. Do I like the glow? Well, I don't know. I'll think about it. I certainly like the stroke. But honestly, I'm now asking myself, do I just want him to have a big cell-shaded stroke? Let's there. Oh yeah, you know what? I didn't realize the stroke runs into the top of the window, so I'm gonna have to move him down in order to make that work. Oh my God! I can give him this balloon. Oh, that's delightful. I didn't know I could do that. Also, this is really cute. The thing he's doing right now is very good. It does get in the way a little bit. Wait, hold the fucking phone. I can have the stroke come from another source? Wait. Hang on a second here. Hang on just a moment. Oh my God. What? Oh wait, that's sick as hell. That's super cool. It's just keying through to the underlying source, scaled to the screen. That is sick. What about this one? Oh, that's not going to work because that's on an invisible it's a source that's not there right now. There's the starting soon text. This owns. This owns. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? This is so good. Oh, that's cute. Oh, whoa. That's, ooh, that's kind of sick, actually. Hold up a second. What if I take the offset off? And then, oh, that's kind of dank, actually. That's sort of dank. Yeah, we were going to talk about the names, but unfortunately, this is much cooler. Maybe I'm just going to leave this on here. This is pretty fucking sick. This is now making me think, can't I get like OpenFX plugins to stick in here? I wonder if I could get one that'll let me make him ZX Spectrum color limited dynamically. Yeah, I got to look into that. And then, oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, that's pretty cool. Maybe I'll keep this. This is pretty neat. This is pretty neat. Like, just that is good, but adding the shadow on top of it does some interesting things. So maybe I'll keep that. But let's move him down a little bit so that his ears don't get cut off. There we go. There we go. Excellent. All right. Well, anyway, what were we doing? Yeah, so let's look at this map here. Let's try and play this video game. So this actually does tell you where everything is, and that changes a lot. So apparently we start out in the lower left corner. That I guess is, well, that's interesting because we have not been starting in the lower left corner actually. It says the headquarters is there, but we're actually starting 3 grid spots above that. Okay, so I guess just this whole area down here is like the headquarters complex. But then we have all these locations listed on the map. Boder Scree, Spurwent, Power Site, Rima Campus, Proctor May Depot. So yeah, like the goal here is we read the mission briefing. So let's go back to that. Okay, so we got to go to Brig Wolds, heading towards Zonner Storage. So, oh, sorry, I have the game covered up. But anyway, Brig Wolds. Let me just find that. Where the hell is it? Okay, Zonner Storage is location number 26. Well, they could have done this better. Where the hell is Brig Wolds? There we go, 41. So 41 to 26. And I guess these are organized sort of sensibly on the map. So 41. Okay, so we're going to 13-1 on the coordinate grid. Real simple, right? Just real simple. Real straightforward. Okay. Don't relax yet, Tully. Hadn't planned on it. We just began the game. Black Raven, I don't know, but I know it when I can't tell you, but I know it when I see it. I don't know. This game just feels European as hell. I have no specific answers for you. All right. So we're counting down here. We're 12:05, 12:04. Okay, we're going the right direction. Oh wow, look at the radar is just like fritzing out past there. So if we fly out there, do we blow up? It feels like we should. Do we blow up or do we just crash because there's no energy towers? Yeah, so we lost our coordinates, we're off the grid. And obviously we're going to crash because, yeah, we're out of energy. So you've got to boost in order to get back on the grid. What a fascinating idea. Oh, we're going the wrong way. We're counting down, not up. Sorry for making anybody motion sick. Flightsimulators.jpg. Yeah, this is absolutely an Amiga-ass flight sim. Except that it couldn't actually run on the Amiga because it wasn't nearly fast enough. I don't know how this would run on like a 486, which would be the contemporary competitor, really. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, the grid counts down going north. So we actually were going the right way. Shit. Well, we got plenty of boost. And you can actually stack boost if you want to get somewhere quick. You can just blow through them. It's just that it takes a while to build them back up. So, okay, there's the guy. I see the guy. And it's like, am I just going to kill one thing and then my mission's over? Is that how this works? Oh, no. Okay, we got 2 guys. Now, at some point, they start firing back. So, you got to be careful about that. The other thing is, at some point, we get new weapon. Also, it's you have infinite ammo. Your weapons regenerate. So, there's no reason not to just do that every time. Because, I mean, it's not like you can hit them reliably anyway. Whoops. Too much juice for this particular goose. I don't remember if running into something just instantly blows your ass up as it should, or if the game has some grace. Okay. I think there he is. There he is. Got a boost to get out of the way. Also, what the hell was that? What was that pip that was on my screen? Huh. I have no idea. Okay, well, did I win? Yes, I did. Okay. All right. We are not going to 100% Darker by Signosis today because, holy shit, 30 levels of this, I think, would put me in a grave. But I did want everyone to see it. God, Tech War. Ugh. Yeah, 486DX280. That's a pretty dank machine. I would, I want to say this fits on like a single 1.4 meg floppy disk, but don't quote me on that. Like, I could just check. No, it looks like it's about a 5-disc game. But, you know, doable. Oh, wait. Oh, shit, we're here. This is the region. 1308. I suspect that there are actually multiple shuttle depots that we could land at. Remember, I mentioned I saw one earlier. I have lost track of which direction the grid goes. Let's see, is this... Okay, this gets us to 9. We want to be more at like 1306, so let's go back this way. And like, it's basically a flight simulator with extra steps, right? Because you're basically doing the same things you normally would. They're just more tedious. And there we go. But I mean, you could almost describe any game that way if you really wanted to. Doom is a walking simulator with extra steps. In order to walk from the beginning to the end, you have to sometimes kill monsters that are in your way, and sometimes you have to collect keycards. Otherwise, it's just, you know, simulates you walking through a building to the end. I doubt this game came with a flight stick. You were sort of expected to have one at this point in time because, and this is a point that I make frequently, up until basically Quake, and yes, I'm including Doom here, the Doom era here, up until basically Quake, the purpose of the PC as a game platform was to run simulations of vehicles. Like all the early killer apps for the PC were like Microsoft Flight Sim and similar simulators. And as we went up through the 90s, we just kept getting loads and loads and loads of vehicle games. And the PC was particularly well oriented to it because it had an analog joystick interface, whereas most of the other 8-bit computers, with the exception of the Apple II and I think the TRS-80 Coco, I want to say, most of them had Atari joysticks. So they not only had one button, but they were also digital input instead of analog, and so they weren't very good for flight sims. The PC was like absolutely the PC was a huge platform for simulators as a result of that. And initially it was just flight sims, and then we got There were a lot of driving games. Once we got up into the mid-90s and 3D became a thing, there were a lot of driving games. And then there were a shitload of tank games. There were a shitload of combat flight simulators. There were a shitload of mech games. Like, there was Mech Warrior, but then there was also Star Siege. And then there were also like 12 other mech games from Dynamics, and several other companies all got into the mix. There were a lot of mech games. And yeah, just the PC was huge about it for years, and then first-person shooters popped off, and all that ended. So yeah, the schemas are consistently unpredictable. Oh yeah, and they all used the entire keyboard in addition to the joystick. This is true. So yeah, I think we've seen the game pretty much, and I have other games. Let's. Oh, we got a lot more vessels here. Oh, the other thing I was going to say, there is a second mode called Nightmare, and Nightmare is sort of like the arcade mode. It just starts you out with sort of mid-game, and it's just like an infinite. I think it's just an infinite runner, sort of proc gen combat mode where it just you saw it said Kismet Square. So basically, we're given reports on where enemies can be found, and we just have to go find them. You'll also notice that I started out with a second weapon that I don't normally start the game with. This is the guided missile. But the fascinating thing is, it's not... Holy shit! Whoops. Okay, so now I know that red blip that appeared on the HUD that's a missile tracker. But anyway, if I select the second weapon here, this is a wire-guided missile, so I can actually steer it as it flies. The problem is I believe my ship is steering at the same time. So it ain't the safest. But yeah, it's one way to live, you know. Let's switch to unguided missiles. Probably a little easier. And then, as I recall, if you just play this for... Oh, shit. If you just play this for a little bit, you actually unlock a new weapon. And I'm trying to remember how that weapon works. Oh, there. Oh, actually, I just got... Holy shit. Wait. There's like 12 guys around me. What the hell? Okay, so I seem to have a... Oh, wait a minute. You see those red indicators there? I think those actually are trying to tell me where enemies are. Holy shit! Wait, do I have seeking missiles now? It sure looks like it. Okay, I think maybe I have to switch to the second weapon for those to take effect. But it sure looks like I'm getting missile locks. They're just not seeming to do anything. Interesting. This game is extremely mysterious. Like, there probably some things are explained in the manual, if only I had one. But, I really don't know. I don't know for sure. Also, we got too far away from a light tower, so, I just start sinking right out of the sky. It's such a fascinating thing to layer on top of a flight sim. It really is. You never get used to it, you know? Whoops. Oh, that's right. These actually have gravity, these little shells. So if you just fire them straight, they won't hit. You gotta super elevate a little bit. There we go. Got that guy. I think that was enough to take him down. We'll see. Whoops. You know, I wonder. Actually, I just realized. I wonder if the tracker integrates with the autopilot. Maybe that's the deal. Let me try that. Once I get another. Okay. Nope, that's not it. Oh shit! 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 Did not notice. I need a manual. Also, the fact we're having this fight over a bunch of like ad-lib synthesizer bell towers really enhances things. Okay, tagged his ass. And yeah, okay, then it just generates more guys. Yep, sure is shooting. And that's the game. All right. The theoretical story of the game is that the planet is one of those that's like tide locked to the sun, so that as it rotates, the sun is always on one side and the other side never gets any light. Which is a thing I think that's real. I think that actually happens. Anyway, yeah, an entertainment experience. All right, now I want to show you something I did that I'm proud of. So y'all see the now playing thing in the lower left that I never remember to update. Well, check this shit out. Bam. Not only did it update, but it updated including a picture of the box art for the game that I was going to play. And so the way this works is I actually wrote a fucking plugin. I wrote a plugin for Launchbox, the ROM manager that I use. Actually, it's a whole stack of things because I wrote a plugin for Launchbox. It's a really simple one. It's really straightforward. It's like 50 lines of code, something like that. So that every time I launch a game, it spits out the name of the game to a text file. And then it copies the box art to a standard location, and you can just feed OBS that location. I'm just gonna float this back here. It's not a very good layout decision. It's not a very good layout decision. I sort of love the idea of just having it back here and you can't see it. I have always thought it's funny, the idea that Clive is just in the way of the layout. That like there's a normal layout here and he's just in the way. But I have just thought of a very funny way to do it, which is we just put this down here. Oh man, it gets way too small though. Damn. Yeah, that won't work. So, whoops. Yeah, so we'll just put this back down here. VTubing is very difficult because you're like, well, where do I, how do I keep my ears out of the way? It's very, very hard. But yeah, there's the box art for the game, and if I lift my arms, there you can see it. That's the game that I just fired up. By the way, this game's interesting. I got a job. Good work, Raccoon Butch. Yeah, Clive's ears are enormous. I guess I could make them smaller, but then what would be the point? All right, so I need to load a second disk before this will function. Bing bong. Exit. Welcome to S City. I think it's supposed to sound like this. So I made Clive starting with I bought a protogen avatar from somebody, and then I used Blender to modify it. It took me like 3 or 4 days. I had to teach myself Blender. That's it. Yeah, I made all the textures in Photoshop and just modified the hell out of the model. And then, so as far as animation, his primary model is being displayed by a program called VC Face. I'll just put that in chat. So I'm using a VC face to render the model. This is all coming from that program. But then the hand animation is coming from a separate piece of software called VRig Unity. And VRig Unity currently just has this like anime schoolgirl that's the default model, because all this is doing is it's using VMC protocol to send the hand animations over to VC Face, because the VC Face has its own skeleton tracking, which it uses for the head and the mouth and most of this, but it won't do arms. It doesn't do arms. And so what you can do is you can use a separate program to do the arms and hands, and then you send it over via VMC, and then you filter which parts of the model get animated by which program. It's actually kind of amazing that it works at all. It easily could have not offered me the options for this. The original Protogen base model, I just Googled it, and I can't remember what I Googled, unfortunately. Oh shit, we're in it. I'll explain this game in a moment, because this game is really interesting. But I guess I wouldn't get anything out of shrinking that, now that I think of it. So I'm going to leave that the way it is. But yeah, what did I use as the base for this model? Give me a second. Settings. Avatar selection. NKD Protogen is the name of the model. It's a very popular one, and if you just Google it, you should be able to find. I'm trying to remember. It's like a Gumroad or something like that, where the author sells it. And I actually got it from a pirate site initially that I didn't realize was pirated, and modified it. And the site had said that it was a free model, but somebody else recognized it was the NKD Protogen. So I was very worried, because I'm like, oh god, did I just steal this person's model? But I went and chased it down, and yeah, for like $40, I think, you get the rights to the model and any modifications you make off of it. So this is all above board, which I'm very pleased about. Okay, 1 second. I'm going to modify Clive's filters. There we go. Because I think... Oh, wait, the stroke is not... The stroke is translucent. Huh. Oh, I see why. No, I don't. Why is the stroke translucent? Oh, because I'm actually... Oh, Lord. I'm actually using a... I just realized I'm using a transparent PNG for this. The only reason it's blue to black is because that's actually what's back there. I did not realize this. Yeah, it's just a black backdrop, so that's why it appears to be blue to black. I'm gonna have to modify that in order to get the proper effect. Well, whatever. Anyway, yeah, his eyeball. So because I'm using two webcams and they can only see me if I'm looking forward. Whenever I look to the side, strange things start happening, and there's not really a good solution for this. Yeah, it's kind of resource intensive, to be honest. I tried running all this on a machine with an Intel Arc card, and it just ate it. It just destroyed it. Here I'm using like a 4070, and frankly, I think that's kind of I don't know if that's strictly necessary. But like right now, if I look at my GPU utilization, it's eating up like 27%, which on a 4070 is not a small amount of material. Oh, hey, Matt Forbes. Thank you. Appreciate it. But yeah, I wouldn't do it on a laptop, I don't think. But it depends on the laptop, I suppose. If it's a gamer machine, it might actually do okay. Anyway, so yeah, so this is a PC-88 game that we're playing here. And basically what it is a platform shoot-'em-up. So like, you know how in Space Harrier, if you get down near the ground, you start running. So even though it's like logically it's a shoot 'em up where you can't, you're basically flying, but if you're at the bottom of the screen, you start running on the ground, and like it doesn't have any impact on the game. And you think to yourself, wow, what would this be like if you couldn't fly? What would this game be like if you were actually, if the tyranny of if the tyranny of gravity applied to your character? Well, this is basically that. What if Space Harrier didn't have the jetpack? And so you're stuck to the ground. You can jump real high, and there's apparently a level system, and I think I may have just leveled right now because my health just went up. But apparently those that like robot thing with the orb head that I just destroyed, those things they do attack you, but they also seem to exist in order to give you health back, and also to build meter, because that meter on the right is your like it's your sort of magic power. It's not a screen clear, but it is a very powerful weapon that just like lightning strikes somebody when you fire it. See, if we hit enter here, these are the weapons we have available. So apparently there would be 9 weapons in total in the game, I'm guessing. At the beginning, you just have the sword, the cannon, and thunder. The cannon is terrible. It takes like 6 shots to kill enemies, so it's really not useful. But I assume you get a better gun later on. But then you've got thunder, which thunder just sort of randomly. I'll fire it for you real quick though, because I did see that. What do they call it? Super thanks, super ask, whatever the hell it is. LC Jean, thank you for the $4.99. Am I familiar with the film The Keep? 1983. No. Supernatural horror film written and directed by Michael Mann. Oh, hell yeah, let's go. Set in Romania during World War II. Oh, this is one of those Nazis doing supernatural shit. Wow. Man, that plot's just been going on forever. Okay, yeah, the aesthetics of this movie look awesome. I'm gonna have to check this out. I have never heard of this movie before. This looks wicked. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, generally it's a good idea if you can separate your stream and your streaming machine from your gaming machine just to a capture. That is going to spread the load a lot better. And I mean, it's particularly good because unless you do have a really high-end card, doing the video encoding and decoding in some cases, in addition to all the 3D work, that tends to overwhelm it. Anyway, let's switch to Thunder here. There we go. It has to load the thunder, and then yeah, it just does this. It just randomly strikes somebody on the screen, and it chews down your meter on the right there. But as you can see, it sort of charges up on its own. Now, there's a lot of interesting things going on with this game because you can see this platform doesn't have any parallax, any hardware parallax built in, but it's literally just like a single frame buffer that you put pixels in, and that's it, right? So just a typical 8-bit machine. Only has I think. Is it 8 colors? I think it's 8 colors. Maybe it's 16. Maybe it's 16. But you don't have any hardware features for graphics. Basically, you just have a simple frame buffer, and so they're having to draw all this. That's why it's so chunky. But they're taking advantage of that fact to do these parallax effects, which like don't enhance the game. You know what I mean? Like, it does not make the game easier, that's for sure, but holy shit does it look a lot cooler than it would otherwise. And what's interesting about this, and one of the reasons that I find the games on the PC-88 in particular fascinating, is that you couldn't do this on the NES. Like, you just literally couldn't. You couldn't do this on the NES, you couldn't do this on the Genesis. It was impossible. Now, there's the question of whether you want to, right? But because on those platforms there's no way to just push raw pixels to the screen. I mean, there sort of is. It is possible to just define the entire tile map for a whole screen, pixel by pixel, out of RAM, and then locate the what do they call it, the CHR table on the NES. Basically, the tile map source can be in RAM instead of in ROM, and so it is possible to do these things. But it's extremely costly, whereas on personal computers, it's just how the game is played, literally. Like, you just have a frame buffer, and you have to push the pixels to it, and you can push them in any way you like. So if you want to draw a background layer and then draw a parallax layer on top of it, as long as you have the CPU cycles to do that, then you can feel free. If you want to have 6 parallax layers, you can do that. You're just going to spend CPU cycles either drawing 6 layers, most of which the player will never see, or trying to do some sort of clever masking business to figure out which ones will be on top, and thus only draw those. Also, real quick, oh, shit. Oh, I soft locked. I'm stuck in a fucking... Oh, come on. No. Weapon. Okay. The last time I played this, I actually died right there, and the reason is, you may have noticed this, maybe not. The wall there was too high for me to jump, and the only way to get over it is to jump on one of these steel robots and ride them up. And the last time I didn't know that, And so I actually got crushed by the wall. So it really is. It's like a shmup, except that it's a platformer, and I've never seen that done before. You know, like this is a rich vein. Somebody could make a game like this, but I've never seen anybody do it. There are obvious reasons for it. I mean, arguably, this is just like a early precursor to the Infinite Runner, right? Let's try that new weapon we got. What's the Aura Sword? Okay, so it attacks slower, but presumably it's stronger? I'm gonna guess. Wow, that may not be worth it, though. We are pretty damn low on health. Let's switch to the Thunder weapon so that we don't have to get it close. Oh, hello. Oh, we got a screen clear. Okay, now you notice as I kill these guys... Oh, I just ended the level. I haven't gotten this far before. Whoa, look at this Tokusatsu guy! We got this Kamen Rider here. Holy shit. Oh, okay, that wasn't the end of the level, per se. That was a, well, I mean, our health has been recharged, so maybe it was. That was the wrong button. Come on. There we go. Let's go back to the light sword. There we go. I don't know. I could say more about this game, but, like, it just comes down to, wow, this is cool as hell. I happen to think this is just cool as hell. Apparently, there's a more or less invisible level system. And like I said earlier, I think I leveled because my health went back up. And I read somebody's blog post that says that's how that works. Though I wonder if it's just, I wonder if they misinterpreted it because I don't have a manual for this. I don't think they did either. And I wonder if it's just the fact that when you kill guys, sometimes you get health. And it's simple as that. You know, I do have the game turned down pretty far. Music's all right. Sound effects are very quiet. Oh, is it boss fight time? Because it sure looks like it. Oh, yeah, this is absolutely a boss fight. Holy shit. Okay, let's switch to the Aura Sword. Wow. Okay, well, that's not working. This is a good time to use Thunder. Let's see where it strikes. Holy shit. Oh, I'm in the blender. Okay, that's it. Let's switch over to the Hyper Cannon. Okay, so I think we have to hit this guy in the face. Holy shit, the missiles just keep tracking. Is that the sound of us running out of time? It is. Holy shit. Yeah, this game whips. This game is sick as hell. Oh, you just pick it up. Okay, you just pick it up. So I don't know what to do about the missiles. They just seem to track forever. Like, am I supposed to hit him with my sword? Is that the deal? Let's find out. Hollywood stars and celebrities. What do they know? Do they know things? Let's find out. Okay, so... Oh, shit, that was the strat! That was the strat! Fuck yeah! That worked! Alright, this game is completely, utterly cracked. This is one of the best games I've ever played. Certainly on the PC-88. Yeah, I just got in there and mixed it up. That's apparently the solution. The solution is just go full head ass. Problem solved. Bread and butter, baby. God, yeah, there were so many games on this platform in particular that, oh wow, this dude. There were so many games on this platform that looked like, that just had these like bitchin' prog rock borders on everything. There's no way I can get Google Translate going in time to get any of this. The dark waves that drove you and your friends to death are now driving the world crazy. Before long, humanity will be ruled by them. Before that happens, I want you to stop the dark waves. This is not just my request, it's your mission. I did not think I would get that up in time. We got just enough of the plot to get by. Oh, wait, oh, shit. Oh, okay, so this actually happened to the person who wrote that blog post. They said that as soon as they got to level 2, the graphics were corrupted and they couldn't play it. So this one's just kind of self-limiting. Oh well. Now I'm going to show you something else so this game's good as hell, and I'm just going to remind. Oh, it's on the screen. That's right. Werdragon is the name of that game. Anybody out there who wants to make an indie game off some obscure source material, you've got your work cut out for you. Get to work. Just nose to the grindstone. Let's go. All right. We're going to fire up another game here. And once again, I'm extremely pleased that when I hit play game, it's just going to fucking... Let's see this shit. Bam. There's the box art. There's the name of the game. Shit is so sick. I did that. Okay, now, you see how this loaded 2 different discs? Do you know how hard it was to make this work? Like, holy shit. So, I had to, so like I said earlier, I'm using this program called Launchbox. And unlike a lot of emulator front ends, this one actually understands multi-disc sets. And you have to do some funky shit to get it to understand which discs are part of a set. But if you do it right, you can get it to launch an emulator with multiple discs in an M3U file. And this is a thing that's getting very popular. Emulators will take a path to an M3U file. So if you've got a Final Fantasy game or something, it's got 4 discs. You can load them all up, and then while you're playing, you don't have to risk restarting the emulator to change discs and losing your place. You can just they'll just all get loaded into a queue, and you can switch discs easily on the fly with a keystroke. Well, the problem is that this is a Japanese computer, so it absolutely does not support that, because the Japanese emulator development community is it's all single guys who won't work with each other. Nothing's open source, and it's just there's just constant forks going on, and there's I'm using Quasi 88, but there's also RA Quasi 88 that's for retro achievements, because you can't get anything slipstreamed back into the main source tree. And then there's Quasi 88 Kai, and then there's 20 other forks of Quasi 88. The forking of Japanese home computer emulators is just weekly. And I don't know what's going on there, but I just, for some reason, it seems like nobody can work together on these things. It's just bizarre, but it means that they never support any of the state of the art stuff that's going on in the emulator world. They're always just a decade and a half behind where everybody else is. And I don't know what the deal with it is, but either way, that's the way it is. So this doesn't support that, and it's probably never going to. But you can pass multiple disks on the command line, and you just separate them with spaces, and it works. And this is important because an enormous number of PC-88 games require 2 discs to work. Black Raven, thank you for the bucks. I don't know if I'm going to continue blogging on blog.cathoderaydude.com. It was not a satisfying experience, TBH. I might do it, I might not. However, I have been writing new articles on my website, for what it's worth, if you have not noticed that, and I finally updated the damn RSS. Anyway, so Launchbox doesn't have the ability to send multiple files to an emulator on the command line. It just can't do it. It can send one file, or it can send an M3U. So I wrote a Python script that I have Launchbox call instead, and if it sees that an M3U is being passed, it loads it, decodes it, splits the lines out, and then sends them to the emulator itself. And it turns out that this particular emulator does not detect what type of media you're sending it based on the extension. So if it's a D88 file, that's a disk image, but if it's a T88 file, that's a tape image. And you have to explicitly say -tape load and then the file name if that's what you're doing. So there's just no way to get Launchbox to understand that. So I extended this Python script, so if it detects a T88 file name, it changes the command that it's calling it with. So I actually have this shit working now, where whenever I start a multi-disc game, it actually loads all the discs up. And I'm the only person anywhere who has this. Anyway, SF Violence RPG. And there's the IPA pronunciation guide for it, but I don't know how to read it. You know, it seems like the audio should be a little cleaner than this. Let's go in and take a look at our MAME built-in FM generator. Do we have any other options here? FM gen. Wait, does that say in the return from the menu? Okay, that's louder, but that's about it. Sample data. Oh, here we go. There's a buffer size. Let's adjust that and see what that does, and we'll switch back to the MAME option. That, if anything, made it worse. Let's try a larger buffer, 8192. Nothing is helping. Okay. Sample frequency is 44. Let's try 48. Okay, still not working. My guess is that it always sounded that way. There we go. Probably sounds that way on the actual hardware. So let's go back to this, and we'll leave that the way that it is, and we'll put this back the way it was. And just go for it. Well, yeah, but I've definitely seen stuff where adjusting the buffer size resulted in less crackling and popping. Okay, so one interesting thing about the PC-88 is games use what are called user disks. So the first option here, make disk. In order to play one of these games, you have to have a disk that your save game lives on. It's basically like a memory card on a console. And if you're getting into these platforms, the PC-88 and I think 98 does this as well. And I want to say some of the other 8-bit Japanese home computers, like the FM7 and the Sharp X1, I think might do this as well. You have to make a user disk, and if you don't know what that means, you'll just never make any progress. So I actually have the wrong set of disks loaded right now. This loaded disks A and B, but what I actually have to do is to switch this to user disk, and then we can start the game. Sir? Oh, that's right. It's enter on this one. I do not know what this means. I was going to look it up. Let me look it up. Oh, are there DOS games that do that? Okay. I've never seen one, but I believe it. Okay. Oh, that's right. This game actually has co-op. This is 1-player, 2-player. I have no idea. Like, would you use a joystick for the second player, or would it split them on the keyboard? I'm not really sure. Anyway, let's pick that, and then what is this option? The last time I played this, I just hammered through these prompts. The two options here say Dick and Lewis. I think that literally, like Richard. Okay, and then is this game start and start over? Yeah. Okay. So it's just do we like our selections or not? And then this, I believe, says to insert. Yeah, the disk is different. It wants us to insert disk 2. There we go. Yeah. So whenever you're playing these games, if you see a 2 and then a letter, that means insert disk 2 into insert disk B into drive 2. So now that we've loaded our user disk, now we can go in and load up the rest of the data. And wham bam, there we go. Oh, I think I have to hit a button. This emulator is really bad about showing disk activity. I'm not sure why. Sir? It'll get there. Trust me. It takes a bit. It is a really bitchin' skull, isn't it? Did I insert the disk? Yeah, I inserted the disk. Disk A, disk B. Yeah, no, it's just taking a while. Oh, wow, there were MSX cartridge games that saved to floppy. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. I just didn't know it. It's funny because, like, the consistency of... Oh, yeah, we do have a web. The consistency of floppy disk availability on the MSX was not super high. I want to say you don't really see them reliably until you get to the MSX2, and even then it's mostly on like the Sony hit bits and whatnot. Why is this not loading? This should be loading right now. Disk drive 2, disk B. Yeah, why is this not working? Did I pick the wrong disk? No. Select that. Exit. There we go. Oh, okay. I had to hit a different key. Okay, now I did not read this last time. Let's translate this. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Most of the instruments have been destroyed and are completely unusable. What on earth happened? Having just woken up, the two have no idea. Lloyd and Keith, who they depended on, are nowhere to be seen, and due to an instrument malfunction, they're unable to contact Jennifer. Anxiety and confusion mixed together. There's like 6 dialogues that pop up here. Dick sensed something strange, and Louis pushed him away. At that moment, something cut through the air in the place where Lewis was and landed on the console. I jumped on it. It is something they've never seen before. It was a strange creature. Alien? Lewis shouted, but there was no time to think about it, as the alien was threatening to attack the two of them again. Dick and Lewis aimed their guns. The tension was rising. The alien stopped moving. It was coming. The alien jumped into the air. At the same time, Dick and Lewis's guns also started firing. Dick's bullet pierced the alien's body just in time. The alien let out a pained cry and collapsed in front of them. Dick fired several more shots at the alien, putting an end to it. However, the alien's body was scattered and it continued to work eerily. Could it be? The two of them operated the ship's monitoring equipment, which had barely managed to survive. Sure enough, the monitor showed a number of aliens. The ship's abnormality was due to the large number of aliens. What about Lloyd? What about Keith? And the immigrants? I think it translated that one wrong. I think probably passengers. Are they okay? All right. And apparently this is a survival horror game. So we get right into it. We've got Gub. As soon as I can remember, there we go. Escape is fire, return is fire, which is very inconvenient. I don't know if there's a level system in this or anything, but and I don't know what happens if I run out of health. I don't know if there's any like health up items or anything. I wasn't able to find any the last time I played. But it's like an exploratory, action adventure sort of thing. I don't know that there's any point in slaughtering the aliens except to get through. I don't think there's any levels or anything like that. So we mostly could just plow through here. Oh shit. There is a massive difficulty spike. It seems pretty unimpressive at the beginning here, but then once you beat the first boss, shit just pops right off. And said boss can be found over here, I believe. You'll notice we have an airlock here. That basically says you need the key. But we're going to head up here. Great music. All right, and it's boss time. So at first, this guy just fires these 3 flames at you that seem pretty easy to avoid, but then he actually has a phase. So once we get down to about here, I believe, we're going to start seeing him fire these, which are much harder to avoid. So it's actually a really dynamic boss fight. Oops, shit. Great music, just fantastic music. To mix it up a bit, he sometimes fires the normal fireballs. Oh, and actually, I think I'm too far away to hit him. I think my bullets only go as far as they appear to go. You can barely hear the sound effects. You know what? I just realized that's because the volume is actually adjustable. Here we go. I think the PSG we want to turn up and then maybe turn this down just a little bit. There we go. I think we almost got his ass. Oops. You know, I think I remember leveling after I beat this guy the first time. But we'll see. Because I'm at 2 health right now. Oh, shit. Oh, man, he's like nearly dead. He should be dead at any moment now. There we go. Okay, yeah, and see, it just bumped up my life considerably. And I don't know whether that was a level or if that was just a full heal. Anyway, so that's keycard B. And the funny thing is, once you're done, you just stay in the boss room. You have to manually walk out. It's neat. The game has a real, like, it doesn't feel arcadey, you know? It feels like a, well, it feels like a damn computer game, right? Okay, now, I never tried going up here before, and I just need to check real quick. Oh, shit. I need to check real quick to see if I missed anything, but it doesn't look like I did. There is an airlock down here, which I never tried going through. Shit, I better check. Oh, right. Whenever you enter a new area, it's got a message that tells you where you are. This is Block E. We got the key card for Block C, I think. So we actually we can go over there. We don't have to be here. But I came over here because I'm curious if there's any like weapon upgrades or anything that I missed, because when I went to the next area the last time I played this, I just got cooked. I got cooked instantly. There were so many baddies. I was just totally overwhelmed. I love like the way they decorated the ship. Looks really cool. I'm not sure why this is so costly to render. Holy shit! I guess that's a lava floor. And yeah, there's kind of a Metal Gear energy to it. The final experiment was a success. It's all ours. A roar of insane laughter spread across the void. Game over. Yeah, this game is absolutely cracked. This game is cool as shit. SF Violence RPG D apostrophe. The vibes are so fucking good. Somebody said, what about the sample data? And yeah, I have no idea. Oh, yeah, you know what? I'm sorry. I just realized that says sample frequency, so maybe, does that even affect? Well, whatever. Let's just see what this does. Oh, interesting. I didn't need a user disk. Didn't do shit. Okay, that's fine. Now, one other thing is there a turbo function in this? I have not looked into this. We have function key configs. Oh, ooh, okay. Kana key, caps key, max speed, max boost. It's not looking like there's a built-in turbo feature. Now, because it's a real pain in the ass to play this without one, so what I'm going to do real quick is, somebody help me out here. Oh, I'm sorry, joy to key. Joy to key. Joy to key is shareware. Isn't there an entirely free one of these things? I'm trying to remember. Is Joy to Key still the meta? Cursor key config. Oh, yeah, because I think... Wait, assign arbitrarily. Oh, okay. I want to say, and I might be wrong here, but I think that I want to say the original PC-88 did not have cursor keys. But you would use the numpad, and I think maybe a later... Oh, hey, you know, I just learned something. I don't know if... I just realized, I don't know if anybody else is hearing this scratchiness that I've been hearing, because I just discovered that my my sound card is hosed. This is a thing that it does. One moment. Okay, yeah, actually, my sound card is trashing all my audio, and that might only be for me. So the whole time I've been playing these games, it has sounded just absolutely horrible to me. It just sounded like it's playing through a spinning fan. Has anybody else been picking up on that, or has it sounded smooth to you? It sounds normal. Okay, so, fuck it then. Fuck it. I was thinking, like, I don't want to take the risk of blowing up my sound setup with OBS, but I'm going to anyway. So I'm going to reset my sound card. You might get some noise here. Oh my god, the thing Clive is doing is really funny. I'm going to reset my sound card. Everybody who's wearing headphones, please pop them off for a moment in case this is loud. Okay, are we back? Wow, we're back. That was fast. And holy shit. Also, it crashed VC Face completely because the sound device evaporated. Okay, so I got to restart VC Face, but that's okay. Yeah, I've been sitting here going like, God, why does this emulator sound so bad? And the answer is it doesn't. I'm using a DAC, like a USB DAC, and for some reason, periodically, when there's enough USB bandwidth in use, it gets confused. Okay. All right, let's get him back where he belongs. Okay, right about there. Okay, and now, oh God. Sorry, let's turn that off. There we go. And now, if we get back into the game, oh my God, that sounds so much better. Okay, it's really funny. Now you all understand why I was fucking around with the sampling rate and whatnot, because to me, it sounded absolutely horrible. Now it sounds great. Everybody can hear me, right? And did you hear the game music just then? Did that all get picked up? All right, so let's, I just got to go in here and let's see, stick left, we're going to emulate key left, stick right, we're going to emulate key right. Or no, I'm sorry, I want POV. There we go, POV up, right, I'm binding my joystick here, down, left, and then A, in this case, is going to be enter, okay, and then X is going to be enter, but turbo. Auto repeat 20 times per second. Let's try that. Okay. All right. Okay, it is not working. Please hold. I am a little new to. I have not used Joy to Key in quite some time. Actually, yeah. Why is this not working? Why isn't this working? Using the Xbox One controller. A, X. And it's all being picked up by Joy to Key correctly, but for some reason, it doesn't seem to be generating any inputs. I wonder if it's something weird about the way that that this program takes input. Oh wait. Oh, that's worked. Oh my God, I'm an idiot. It's because cursor key config assigned to that. There. That's the thing I was just talking about. All right, there we go. Oh, thank Christ. We got turbo control now. So yeah, I think, and I could be wrong here, but I think that there's no point in killing any of these intermediate enemies. They don't seem to drop anything that I can tell, and I don't know that there's a level system. Wow, just nothing spawned in here. Maybe because the game was running so slow. It's really... Oh, wait. Oh, shit. We can fire at diagonals? That was so hard to execute on the keyboard that I never discovered that I could do it. That's really funny. All right. Okay, we should be able to waste this boss pretty quickly. I have the feeling this game has like proto-Metroidvania elements, and I'm hoping I make a little more progress in it than I did last time. Oh, shit, I'm in the blender. I was actually having to hammer the enter key for every single shot before now. I was going to lose the use of my wrist. We're almost done here. Could be any moment now. Shit, shit, shit. It would suck to die right now. Come on, come on. He's got to be dead. Is there RNG on this boss's life meter? Like, I know I didn't shoot him as many times last time. There we go. God, I love that sound. You start the game with only like 32 health. And when you fight this guy, he gives you a huge boost to a level that you didn't actually have up until this point. I'm going to check real quick. This doesn't have save states. Holy shit, it does? Oh, this changes everything. Wow. I didn't know this emulator had save states. Synchronized file name with disk image file name. Okay, that's cool as hell. Wow, I really didn't expect that. That's sort of a game changer. Let me go take a look in the folder and see. I want to see that it actually saved it. Oh yeah, there's a state folder. Oh, would you look at that? Holy shit. Okay, cool. Now we can get back here. Oh, was it 100? I'm sorry. I thought it was only like 32, but maybe I just got my ass kicked by the time I looked at my health for the first time. Nothing would surprise me at this point. All right, so again, especially because we saved, I'm going to go ahead and march over to, well, first off, don't we have something down here? Yeah, so there's an airlock here. What does this do for us? Damn, the music is intense. I ain't translating that because I know all it's going to say is, like, I entered room E, which, it's useful, right? But, oh my god, it's an elevator maze. See, there's so many dudes that you wonder, like, is there value in fighting them? Maybe there is? Oh my god, I'm in the blender. When you get shot, you just get juggled. Oh, wait, oh shit, opening the door is not a guarantee of success! Holy shit, alright, let's test that state save. The FM is jammed. Okay, there we go. Whew. Thank Christ. Here, let's go to the place we're supposed to go next, because I'd like you to hear the music over there and see what this place looks like. Oh, this is concerning. I think I took the wrong path. Is this floor just going to kill me? No. Okay. Well, the music is pleasant, but this is not the area I intended to be in. And that door is locked, and holy shit, I'm in the blender. Wow, wow. Let's just save some time. Boom. Yeah, PPM as a screenshot format. Christ, I can't remember what that is. So the music is super chill because of the region that we're in. You'll see what I mean once I can find the core area here. I don't know how I missed it. Is it up? Okay, maybe it's up. Yes. No, sir, I wish you wouldn't. Sir, I wish you wouldn't. Oh my god, listen, I'm trying to get someplace. Wait, it's still hurting me. Wait, am I poisoned? Oh my god, I guess those things poison you. They look like brains, so I guess they're brain poisoning you. Okay, let's do this again, but maybe be a little bit chiller. Oh yeah, look at... Oh, okay, maybe it's just that they do a shitload of damage, but it takes time for that damage to proc? Maybe that's what it is? Oh yeah, because I noticed now when I run into anything that I get the it takes time for it to count down. So I guess it just buffered a bunch of damage. That kind of sucks. Is this the right one? Yeah, here we go. So yeah, we're in like, this is the central park of this like space colony or whatever the hell it is. And so it's just this nice idyllic place with like park benches and whatnot that's just completely hosed up with aliens. I love it. It's adorable. And like, I don't know that there's anything you can do in here specifically, but it's just a pleasant little spot in the game. I'm tempted to grind and to see if it gets me anything. The plink noise, I'm just completely shell-shocked from Chrysalis for the NES, because the plink noise means you're not high enough level to hurt this thing. There's like almost no other game that ever did that. I'm getting blocked by shrubs. Sir, no. The game is running so slow that it often drops inputs also, which is a real problem on PC-88 games. Oh, we're in the blender. We're in the blender. Oh god, we're in the blender. Yeah, so like, I can't help but wonder, like, am I under level or am I just supposed to not get hit? Yeah. So yeah, that's probably about as much of this game as I can handle. But what a cool fucking game, right? Like, isn't that just neat as hell? I think that's neat as hell. Okay, let's play some more video games. What else did I have here? Had I found anything else? Let's see. I was gonna fire up a game that was recommended yesterday. If AVGN picked up this game, woof. This is not the first time that I have alluded to this, but I'm certainly one to look at a game and go, "Wow, this game sucks." But at the same time, man, it's so much more fun to look at this stuff and say, "Wow, this is cool and ahead of its time." You know, and yeah, it's hard, yeah, it's frustrating, but maybe that's just the way that it has to be, because they didn't know how to do better yet. But I find it neat to look back on this stuff and to see what, the ideas that they had that we have not done anything with, like an awful lot of stuff that came out in this era. Nobody ever really replicated a lot of these ideas. And oh, heck, it's nothing. Yeah, we're playing Nothing. I should modify that message so it says something, nothing like 19XX, comma, Famicom. Anyway. All right. Oh, shit. I got to change the window capture. Bonk. There it is. That's not capturing it, is it? There it is. I recognize this song. Oh, I need to turn off Joy to Key. All right. Yeah, there's just so much going on in Japanese home computing. There's so much wild shit that, like, because it wasn't on a console, let alone great, hugely successful, it just didn't get seen by many people. Let's see. I think we're loading right now. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we're loading. It is basically The Witcher, right? Basically. There we go. Somebody yesterday suggested I play Zwolf. I think they said Zwolf 2, but we're playing Zwolf 1, theoretically. Alright. First, we have to figure out how to interact with this thing. Here we go. Choose controls. Joystick. Go. Alright, what game we got here? What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, okay, alright. We're doing, what the hell? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, I see. I was like, wait, are we doing VR missions? The abandoned buffaloes are located at the marked site. There are 3 buffaloes. Buffalo. Enemy ground units. Okay. Oh. How do we... There we go. Gotta click the Morse. Okay, we're in it. What are we doing? Okay, so we're a helicopter. And this uses like absolute motion. So if I press right, the helicopter turns to the right and lerps its way over into that position. If I press down, it lerps its way into a southward position orientation, etc. Okay, we've got cannon. All right. When are we going to play Cyberbikes? I did a whole video about Cyberbikes, so I wouldn't have to play it anymore. I covered everything I have to say about that game. There's so many others. Okay, this is pretty sick, but one thing I'm going to say is I feel like maybe this was meant to run on a faster machine, because this is pretty damn sluggish, and this game came out in like 1994. So let's go ahead and check our core options here. What can we do as far as speed? Okay, cycle exact. Let's do more compatible, and then... Oh, wait. Oh, okay. So we can actually... Let's just do that, and then pick cycle exact. Does this make a difference? We may have to reboot for that to make a difference. Or it could be the case that the game is V-synced, and that this is as fast as it goes. We don't know. What if we do that? Does not seem to make a difference. Okay. Yeah. It doesn't say we need a core restart, so I think this is all there is to it. All right. Well, anyway, let me just adjust the ass ratio here. There we go. Oh, okay, the crop did work. I just had to let go of the mouse first. All right. We seem to have a radar up here. We also seem to be plummeting out of the air. Is that normal? So I think this is our target over here, but we're going way down. So, okay, yeah, I guess it's not going to stop. So I guess it's applying helicopter logic. If we want to go way forward, then if we just keep hitting the forward button, we're going to pitch down. This has always been a problem with helicopters in my mind, that in order to move forward, you also have to sort of start facing towards the ground. A lot of arcadey helicopter sims have ways of dealing with this. Okay, so I think this thing's auto-targeting. Okay, well, I got that one. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's definitely auto-targeting. That's good, because it would be nearly impossible otherwise. I feel like this is not supposed to be running this slow. I feel like this is a bit too slow, even for what it is. Oh man, look at the little radar thing in the upper right that's like... In order to save on cycles, they're just progressively rendering... the polygons rather than updating the whole thing at once, so it's saving a lot of CPU cycles. That's a really neat technique. Again, this is something that you can't... you can't really do unless you're on a machine where you're just a frame buffer, right? Where you're just plotting everything on the CPU. Okay, there we go. Buffalo, buffalo, buffalo. So we have 300 rounds left. Hopefully that's enough. Oh man, this is slow. I'm hoping the second game is faster than this. There's definitely like a technique to flying this thing without crashing into the ground, it seems. There we go. Okay. Now, was that the only one, or do we have more enemy ground forces over here? This game's neat. This game's neat as hell. Oh, that's interesting. My chat messages in OBS have simply stopped scrolling. Bam, there we go. Yeah, the chat window was just not updated for like several minutes. That's cool. How far back was I? Holy shit, I was way back. Well, that's never happened before. I do love that the radar up there shows you when you've got something targetable before you actually can see it. That's neat. Very, very useful for dealing with the limitations of this game's rendering engine. So, is this unmanned or like... Oh, okay, got it. All right. Also not sure... Do we think that the left and right bars, the yellow and green ones, are respectively fuel and health? Because that feels likely. Yeah, FPS, a couple. Okay. Yeah, so if this is smoother on... Like, this is so fucking slow that probably we could have redone all this in a couple of minutes. Let's bounce to the 1200 and try it again. Yeah, let's do that one. Try this again, see if it runs better. FPS, yes. This is not jams. Sorry for the loud. Apologies. Sorry for the fast. All right. Okay. So we start there. Oh, holy shit. Oh, whoa. That is so much better. I did not expect that much of an improvement. God damn. The game's still, like, super awkward to control, but at least it's not super slow at the same time. Oh, that's so much better. Yeah, for a 1994 game, there was no way they were targeting the Amiga 500, frankly. The controls are really awkward, but like for the type of game that they made, that was sort of unavoidable. Okay, there we go. Buffalo, buffalo, buffalo. And yeah, I see my yellow bar is almost definitely fuel. I'm like 99% sure that's fuel. Oh, okay. I was wondering why that guy wasn't shooting at me. Okay, yep, and then the green one's definitely my armor. Okay, there we go. Okay, this is a lot more of a game. This is cool as hell. This is a super neat game. Again, this is something that I would pay like $12 for on Steam. Maybe $20 if there was like a good visual novel aspect to it going on at the same time. You know what I mean? Some Ace Combat shit. That's interesting. Why is there a fire over there? I didn't do that. Out of range. Is that enough? That was enough. Okay. So, do I just go back to base at this point? Base. Oh, wait. Whoa, what the fuck? Why is the game name not updated? What the hell? Nothing is not the name of this game. Hang on. What do I think? Oh, I know why. It's because I restarted, okay, this is a bug I'm going to have to fix. I restarted, RetroArch, and that caused the original process to die. And because, Launchbox keeps track of the PID, to identify when the emulator is, still running, my code that triggers to wipe the now playing info triggered. So, what I'm going to have to do... It looks like there's no really clean way to make that work. Yeah, well, whatever. It's an edge case. I mean, I'm only ever really going to restart the core when playing Amiga games. It was showing it earlier, right? You know, Hein Peter, what I will say about that is that my understanding is the guns used on aircraft are not they're not just guns, and they don't fire just slugs. They fire enormous projectiles that are actually very often explosive, like they're little tiny shells. So it's like they're not just kinetic penetrators; they're actual little explosives. So I think that would actually happen. Depends on the vehicle, depends how it's equipped, etc. What do I do now? Like, wasn't that the mission? Didn't I finish the mission? Oh, it also said nothing? Okay, so there's just a bug with my code. In that case, I just need to change my plugin so it just never wipes the game name. Right, and yeah, canon is the correct term for it, because technically it's not just a gun. I wish that I knew what was going on right now, because this game was pretty cool until suddenly... I mean, I could probably go to Lemon Amiga and find the manual. Yeah, let me do that, actually, before we burn too much more time here. Zwolf. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, I wrote a... let me just get rid. I'm gonna replace the code that removes the now playing when we're not playing anything. Just recompile that, put it in the Launchbox folder, and that will simplify things. In the meantime, let me go read the manual for this thing. Yeah, one person on Lemon Amiga describes this as a cross between Virus, Desert Strike, and Cannon Fodder, which is that's quite a description. Developers Binary Asylum. God, did they make anything else? Under documentation, all there is a list of cheats. The back of the box, however, says responsive and instinctive mouse and joystick control methods, perfect for beginners and experts alike. Friendly units enable you to rearm and refuel, transport your own units to help out in tough situations. Employs state-of-the-art curved surface technology. That's really funny. Also, yeah, fixating the camera in this angle means that they only need to use one fixed projection, and that probably saves a lot of effort because they can use a bunch of lookup tables instead of having to recalculate a lot of stuff. Probably saved a hell of a lot of CPU cycles. Healing is kind of ups and downs. I've been really sore the last couple of days. I'll get there, though. I'm surviving. I'm still looking for a manual for this game. It is not as easy as I expected. Oh, here we go. Manual. English, French, German. Okay. Combat Handbook. The PDF is taking so long. Okay, here we go. All right, there are different types of missions. There are 32 missions, and they come in 4 categories: seek and destroy, rescue, escort, and airlift. You can guess what each one of these is. Okay. On the tank. the end of each mission, you'll be given an update on your score. Okay. Okay, here we go. In order to refuel and rearm, you'll occasionally have to land next to a camel or on the cross at the rear of your frigate. Okay, so there must be a boat. There must be a boat that we're supposed to go land on. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah, it doesn't ever actually say. Oh, yeah. Bear in mind that your mission ends as soon as all the objectives are achieved. Huh. Huh. Weird. So, if we'd done everything, oh, take it easy, Cyril. If we'd done everything, then it would be, we'd be done. So, interesting. Also, this says that we can land. Oh, shit, I just changed. Oh. I have rockets. I have air-to-air missiles. So I have a second, I have a second joystick button here at least, but I don't know how to land. How do I land? Hang on, hang on. Did the book have instructions on that? I didn't see them, but maybe they were there. Controls, controls, controls. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Okay, regardless of whether you're using the mouse or joystick, you still have to use some joystick. You still have to use some keyboard keys because, of course, it's a computer game. So you press Enter to look at the in-game subscreen. Spacebar changes weapon. G toggles landing gear. H picks up payloads. Escape aborts the mission. And then Control toggles mouse and joystick. So presumably, if we hit Enter. There we go. Oh my god, the game keeps running. That's so adorable. Okay, there we go. You see there's another thing up there in the upper right. Also, it's really funny. The game runs so much faster in this mode. I understand why, but it's still really funny. All right, so we're supposed to head up here and destroy this thing, and then the mission should just end. However, I am going to try something. If I press G, I think we automatically land. So I'm going to tell these guys the helicopters don't have retractable landing gear. Yeah. Do they? Do some of them? Maybe some of them do. I don't remember. So yeah, if you're just trying to get from one place to another, then it's definitely worth it to go to this menu so it runs 100 times faster. That's really funny. Oh, I guess I could have used my missiles, but anyway. All right. Mission complete. Okay, this game's pretty cool. Okay, so this is a rescue mission. Okay, let's take a look at the map. Boy, this makes things a lot clearer. All right, so first things first, we're going to head down here. And I guess... Oh, yeah, there's my fuel counting down. Look at that. If we switch to rocket. Okay, so do we have to... Holy shit. Do we have to blow up those buildings in order to rescue our guys? I suspect we do. Holy shit. Dude here. Okay. Oh my god, the way they illustrated the dude that you're rescuing is really funny. Now, is he going to find his way over here? Yes, he is, actually. Here he comes. Yeah, I love Choplifter. Now, if we look at the menu... Okay, and it looks like we still have one left. Okay, he's in. All right, it looks like I think we do have to blow up this building here. I think we do have to blow up this building here in order to let the guy out. So, oh my god, this is so inaccurate. Okay, one guy per building. Also, apparently you can accidentally shoot your own dudes. Wait, really? There's helicopters with retractable gear? Well, shut my mouth. My bad. It does look like a waddling toddler. That was the thing I was thinking. This game's extremely good. The missiles fire so fast. I should say, the rockets. Oop, we out. Yeah, the dither game in this game is really on point. Oh, I see. If your gear is extended, then trying to fire your weapon just results in changing your altitude. Weird. Okay. All right. And then if we just hit this, yeah. So if we fire when our gear is extended, we just absolutely rocket off into the air. So I got all my guys. What do I do with them now? Or were there more guys? No, because the pips aren't on the radar anymore. Aren't on the map anymore. So I think that's it. Do I just like land somewhere to end the mission? Like what's the deal here? Yeah, there was another tank. Do I have to destroy all the tanks? I don't think so. That wasn't supposed to be part of the requirements, but let's go take a look. Yeah, I mean that wasn't on the objective list, so I'm not surprised it didn't do anything. Yeah, and it doesn't release another guy or anything. The flashing point on the map is me. That's where I am. So I don't really know. Does the map loop? It looks like the map might loop. Oh yeah, it does. What am I supposed to do here? Okay, well, let's go back to the first or the second base and finish blowing up those buildings, just in case. Yeah, no. Okay, well, let me go back to the manual. Did I miss something? Rescue. To complete a rescue, you must land on the cross at the rear of the aircraft carrier. Oh, there's an aircraft carrier, apparently. I didn't see it, but all right. Is it maybe this blip out here, I wonder? Nope, that's an island. I see some pips in the upper right. Oh, holy shit. Yes, that is where we were supposed to go. Okay, this all makes sense. We have to land, it said we have to land on the cross on the rear. Is this it? I think this is it. I think this is what they mean by cross. Okay. Oh. Oh, this is how you get resupplied. Oh, okay. Huh. Well, I don't need to be resupplied. Okay, this is the camel. So, in fact, this, I read in the manual these are the, these are the resupply points. Oh, wow. But that does not help me finish. And I guess this isn't an aircraft carrier, is it? Oh, no, there we go. Okay, that's the cross. I don't know how I missed that. Okay. There we go. And then if we hit this, it'll go a little bit faster. This game is extremely good. This is a really good game. Yeah, cannon shells are just free. You know, I think about this a lot, that like the individual dollar cost of a quote-unquote bullet that like a military aircraft, you know, Gatling gun fires has got to be absolutely obscene. It's got to be like $20. And then you're like, wow, if you press the button, if you press the trigger for just a moment, you burn through like 300 of those. And like if they just hit nothing, then that's all of these $20 is just never amounted to anything. Just nuts. Okay, this game is really good. This game is cracked. I love this game. I am going to quit it at this point because we have a second one to look at, apparently. And also because I need to restart Launchbox here. Let me do that. Yeah, the controls are super rough. I really wish they didn't work that way, but also I don't know exactly what they should have done. That was called Zwolf for the Amiga. And I forgot to replace the damn plugin. Oh, come on. Get it together, man. Okay, good. It hadn't actually finished exiting yet. Problem solved. Oh, yeah, like, I mean, obviously the cost is justified, right? By necessity. I'm just saying that it's weird to think about, especially if you think about the idea of like military missions that don't really end up accomplishing very much. There's an awful lot of times that, you know, aircraft go out, you know, or troops go out to do something and end up, you know, doing nothing of any particular note. Maybe guns get fired, but nobody gets killed, and the end result is you know, the chips are not moved, the markers are not moved on the board, and that's when it really, you know, I think the absurdity of it really becomes apparent. Now, Launchbox is frozen. In fact, large chunks of my computer are frozen, if I'm perfectly honest. What's going on here? Oh, thank you, Eric. I really appreciate it. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, all right. I think Windows had gotten itself stuck in some sort of state. Anyway, all right. Let's fire up Zwolf 2. And this time around, okay, there's the name of the game. All right, and we will not be participating in any of these cheat codes. Although I think I've been offered them anyway. Okay. There's a good beat to this floppy drive. Yeah. You can dance to this. Oh fuck yeah! We get the render. Holy shit! Oh, that's weird. I pressed my cat jam button on my Stream Deck and nothing happened. So my cat jam was broken. Okay, so it's just like the same. It's the same title page. I suspect this is going to be the same game. But holy shit, the music goes hard. Wow, this is the same game, isn't it? I wonder if this is actually just like... Well, it says it was published in 1995. I wonder if it's just a a mission pack, basically. Oh, okay. Well, the HUD's different. Man, the other thing I was going to say is this kind of feels like it's just version 2.0. You get what I'm saying? Although, it does look like we've got a lot more sort of going on. Oops. Holy shit. There we go. AFVs, and then what are these? APCs? This does seem like it's a little faster. It still has the exact same unaltered in-game menu. I'm going to say that I don't feel like the justice is any more wild in this one than it was in the last, if I'm perfectly frank. I'm going to say that I think the targeting in this game is just too hinky. Yeah. These are basically the same game. This is a little bit better, but not a huge delta. So you know you could play either one. This one does look a little more exciting. I wonder if it runs better on an Amiga 500. Interesting. I started out with 20 rounds. Oh, so do I? Okay, I guess I got to go load up first. At the what do they call it? The camel. A lot of speedrun strats in this game. The closer you land to the camel, you know, quicker. Yeah. I don't remember if it had the. I don't remember if it had the impact effects. Oh wait. Oh shit. That's weird. Oh, I think I have to use the mouse or the keyboard to interact with that that menu. Sir. Oh, it's got to make the full 360. 99999 fuel. Do we have to take off and then re-land? Is that what's up? There we go. Okay. So what do we use the... There we go. We use... This little animation is absolutely adorable. I love that. I assume it's actually rendering that. Take all of that. And, oh, okay, $150 each. Where's my money? I don't actually see my money anywhere. Okay, well, whatever. And then, do we just... Okay, yeah, that did it. So this one, yeah, this is a rescue mission, so... Shit. Come on, bud. Money is in the center of the HUD now, which is interesting. It really recontextualizes a lot about the enemy wellhead destroyed. I wonder which part of the world this takes place in. I wonder which conflict this might be themed around. Man, that's on the nose. On the other hand, there were so many Desert Storm themed games in this era, largely for computers, though there were definitely some for consoles. Make no mistake. Oh, did it actually name a place? I admit I do wish that it put the little indicator pips on the in-game map, so I didn't have to keep jumping to the sub-screen to see them. Okay, get down, get on down. Oh boy, guys, come on, let's go. Alright, we did it. Yeah, no, this game's good. This game's definitely good. So if we deploy the landing gear and then hold up, that allows us to go forward without losing altitude. But, oh, okay, I see. But you don't go nearly as fast. I just realized this. Well, you know, the thing I'll say about Desert Storm is that it was the first war we had had since World War II that tolerated being gamified, because, like, Korea and Nam definitely did not work for the purpose of, you know, making a first-person shooter. I think about this a lot, that there are, as far as I know, 0 Vietnam first-person shooters, except for, I think, like, sequences and a couple of the Call of Duties. Actually, isn't, like, COD 2 or 3 or something like that? I don't remember. Anyway, it's not a popular topic for extremely obvious reasons. Wait, so... Yeah, there was Battlefield Vietnam, but, like, wasn't that, like, comically unpopular? Well, this is interesting. Why is our mission still happening? I do notice that there's something in the upper left. Maybe that's relevant, and for some reason it's just not marked on our map. So... Oh, we got ourselves a pyramid here? Yes, we do. Was there a secondary objective to destroy? I don't think there was a secondary objective to... Whoops. Oh, shit. So you can run into the ground. Hilarious. Yeah, I'm not sure how to end this one. Well, in any case, I think we've seen this game. So what else we got? What else we got? What else we got? The F-117, I think, was 70s, right? Like early 70s, I think? Yeah, we're doing some Amiga. I might go back to the, depending on how much longer I stream for, I might go back to the, PC-88. Oh, God. You know what? I played this game, and it is terrible, and I just realized that's why it came up in my list, because I had played it before, so it was in my recently played list. Okay. What am I going to do here? Do I want to go? I want to go back to the PC-88. There's lots of stuff on the PC-88. There's lots of stuff on the Amiga, too, but, you know. We're going to play a Gundam game. You know what that means? It means it's going to be bad. That's the joke. That's actually the joke of it. That, like, holy shit, all Gundam games are terrible. Just realized how loud that was. Sorry. Also, we're in the wrong mode. We need to switch to V1 mode. Oops. And then we have to V1S reset. There we go. PC-88 emulation, everybody. Sure is a thing. There we go. Just realized the flickering colors. Boy, that sucks. Oh my God, there's just like... We just sort of hover. There's no gravity and there's no inertia. And it looks like... Let me turn this down a little bit. It looks like you have to... you have limited ammo for your weapon. You have to keep picking up more bullet, which is... That makes sense. I don't know what these little orbs are. Okay, we're out of ammo. Holy shit. Okay, it appears that we can switch to a beam saber. Oh my god, this is the most pathetic beam saber. This is the most pathetic beam saber animation possible. It does not get more disappointing than this. That is incredibly funny. Alright, let's pick up some E. Oh, shit, they're back. They just never could quite get the Gundam experience to play in a video game format. Okay, so I can't actually hit that. Holy sh... Oh, I'm getting juggled. Oh my god. Oh my god. Nope. Flee. Well, big news if you've watched like Crontendo or any of like Jeremy Parish's things or anything. If you were wondering if the Japanese domestic computer market got any better Gundam games instead of just absolute flaming dog shit, big news, no. Oh man, this might actually be worse than a number of the like Famicom titles. Man, that is wild. Yeah, there's probably good Gundam games out there, but like the ones they released in the like the heyday of the original show. Oh, this is Zeta Gundam. I don't remember when that's from. But anyway, the ones they released throughout the 80s were all terrible. And I think we've seen the whole game. Not a good game. I don't think I want to play more of it. What else we got here? We got a tactical Gundam game, Natch. Won't be playing that. Sorry, I'm flipping through my collection of titles here. Okay, what is this? What the hell? I'm gonna fire. Just sight unseen. I'm gonna fire this game up. Well, I mean, I saw some screenshots, but you didn't. Lorden. This is Moonchild. Not exactly jams, but I'm kind of digging it. Alright, let's see what we got. Blunk. Getting the HEV suit, Gordon, is pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Okay. 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 I wonder if I'm supposed to put in a second disk. A lot of the time, you're supposed to put in a second disk. Yes, that is the problem. So I need to go in here and go to disk. Clunk. There we go. All right. Let's see if we can play without creating a user disk. No, I don't think we can, which is fine. The two options, Agora and Gong. There we go. Sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Now, this is probably asking me to put in my user disk, so I'm going to do that. Okay. Maybe, or maybe I screwed up. Not sure which. Let me see if I can translate this text. What does it say? What does it say? What does it say? What does it say? No, it says loading data. So, yeah, it did say something drive 2, and it probably was referring to the user disk. That's usually how this works. Though I am kind of surprised that it's I think what it's doing is it's copying data from disk A to disk B, but I'm not really sure. It's also possible that I switched disks when it was in the middle of doing something, and now it's very upset. Let me put disk B back in. Oh, I think I hosed it. Yeah, I think I screwed it up. Let's reset. Let's try again. Because it may have just wanted me to put disk 2 into disk drive 2. So okay, set system 2 on drive 2, which I think we've already done. Pretty sure we've already done that. So we're going to make character. Oh my God, that doesn't look ideal. Thought I did that, but let's try this. It doesn't look like it's having a good time. I wonder if I corrupted the system disk. Well, no, because I'm loading this from a network share that I don't have write access to. So, what the hell? What's going on here? Although, now that I think about it, it hadn't occurred to me that I can't actually. If that's the case, then I wouldn't be able to save a user disk anyway. So, All right, I'll tell you what. That one I may not be able to. I may not be able to attack right now, and it looks like it might be really complicated anyway. I may need to stop streaming here. I'm not sure yet. Give me a couple minutes. I need to go see how things are going in the house and what my plans are for the evening, and then I will come back and let you know whether I will continue or not. BRB, please. All right, so it turns out that food is actually being cooked as we speak for dinner, and I need to go have dinner for sure. So probably I should wrap up this stream. Uh, to a certain extent, I just wanted to try out my my streaming improvements that I had made. So at least I got to do that. Is there something I can do for 5 minutes before I quit here? I'm going to. Oh no, this is gonna require this. I picked the most wrong game possible. It's one that has like 12 discs and definitely has a user disk situation going on. What else we got? What else we got? Come on, I want. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna fire this. Oh, this is a Crystal Soft game. Let me fire this one up. I want to see if I can make this go. Whoa, that's not right. Machine's just rebooting over and over. What if we switch to V1 mode? Does it like that? No. That's weird. Damn. Hang on, what other discs we got here? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that didn't even go to the right folder. Hold up. Let's launch this again. What command line did this launch with? No, that should have worked. There we go. Ah, yes, here's the problem. Here's the problem. So, some of these games were packaged up like this, where you got a specific disk that's used for basically starting the game, and then everything else is used for loading it once it's started. So I think we want game disk, and then there we go. Put that over here. Close that. Believe that does it. Okay. That should load. We might need to reset. Okay. Okay, and that is also not loading. All right, I should probably cut my losses at this point because we could end up doing this forever. So, all right, I'm just going to go ahead and and take off before I get any deeper into this because this is a real time pit. Anyway, all right, I thanks everybody for coming. I really appreciate it. I oh, hang on a second. Oh, okay, yeah. I really appreciate you coming by. It's been kind of a complicated. Oh my God. Thank you again, Eric. I never know what to say. All right. I'm gonna take off. Go deal with dinner. Thank you, everybody, and have a good night.